Hi, I'm Emily, and I'm making this video to talk about mailboxes. Okay, you can close it now. I'm going to assume you thought this wasn't going to be the next video topic, but it is. Most of you probably don't know this, but when I'm not making videos, I am a mailman. So, I have developed a liking for a few mailboxes, and I've developed pure hatred for others. And so, I thought it'd be great to make a tier list. Just get all my thoughts down. And obviously, of course, this is a disclaimer. For me, it's a lot of it is like ergonomics. Does this work well or does it not work well? Not the actual idea that they aren't all decent mailboxes. So, if you have a mailbox that is kind of low on this list, you might want to change it, man. Unless you don't want to. You don't have the money, that's fine. There's no really bad mailbox. It's just that I don't like some of them. So, that's that. Okay, so in terms of the rankings, it's going to go from S to, I think, D or F. It might just be D. Hi, Feature Emily here. It's just D. So, let's just start off with the OG. The OG mailbox is great. It's nothing crazy. You know, if you don't really get a lot of mail or don't get a lot of packages, it's fine. That's it. There's nothing crazy about it. You know, she's fine. She's good. One thing too, also about the OG one, is that there's just various, because it's also just one size. It's like the universal size. And so you'll get variations with a lot of them. So one has like this really annoying handle. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's like a skill thing. And I'm just not good at opening a mailbox efficiently. So overall, I would give the OG a C in terms of grading. Not bad. Also, I'm just going to be kind of going around. I'm not going from worst to best. I'm jumping around, okay? So the next one I'm doing is kind of just like a flat box. Like that. I don't know any brand names. I'm not that invested in this. Granted, I am making a mailbox tier list, so maybe I am. But anyways, the flat box, I can show some pictures right up here. These boxes give you more parcel space. It's nice. Granted, there's one brand. I don't know which one it is. It's like kind of like thin plastic or whatever. And so I've noticed sometimes they don't really close well after a while. And a lot of people have to either clip them into place or just some sort of binding to keep them binded and be able to properly close. So that's one thing I will say. With those, I would say like a B. You know, they're better than the OG, but they still could be better, I think. So another mailbox is one that offers more space both vertically and horizontally. One thing I will say though, there's different brands. So one brand has like a bar along the line because they want you to kind of not be able to steal. And so you have to open it up with a key, but most people honestly don't do that. They just like to have it as like a big mailbox. But that's the thing though, because that bar is there, it's super annoying in terms of having to put anything in there that's not just a few things of mail because there's a giant bar there. So it's kind of annoying. But then not having the bar there is great. So there's obviously multiple brands that don't have the bar, and it's just this beautiful big mailbox that you can put a bunch of packages in, and it's beautiful. All right. The bar one, I would give it a B. The not bar ones, give an A, because those things are great. All right, the next one I'm going to do is what I consider the big Bessie of mailboxes. It is this thing, this mailbox. This mailbox, for some reason, is just comedically large. And this picture does not do it justice, really, because a normal mailbox is probably like this size in terms of like, it's kind of like this size. Imagine my head is the size of this mailbox, all right? What I'm going to do now is, you can take an idea of my head, and I'm going to put a larger head that resembles the same size, or in terms of proportion, the other size of the Big Bessie mailbox. It's just so large. There's not no reason for it, but it's just large for being large. And I appreciate her, all right? But it is a little overkill, I will say. So for me, it's an A, like an A minus, because I will say, what the older versions of the Big Bessie mailbox, the door and like the actual box itself misalign pretty easily because of how big they are. And so it sometimes might not close. That's why I give it an A minus, but I still love her, all right? So now we're gonna go down. I'm not already gonna tell you. I rate this mailbox as a D. Here's the thing. It looks nice. Here. It looks nice, but for some reason, some brands, I don't know which one it is, it closes on you. And so here, let me give you a little. So as you open it and you put in some mail, you know, oh, let's not relive that. All right, okay. Because it closes when you try to open it, it's just kind of annoying because you're trying to put mail in it and it just closes, obviously. I guess I would give this a C, but no, I'm giving it a D because it's just very annoying. I don't know how even the owner of the mailbox would even enjoy this, but it does look nice. So, I don't know. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is the plastic ones that are okay, they're decent. They, for some reason, narrow as they go farther in, kind of rounds off a little bit. And it sounds like that'd be okay, but it's also kind of annoying when you have like a long, narrow package that you're just trying to get in there. That sounds, maybe that's why they call it parcel. Okay. Okay. When you have a narrow parcel and, oh God, I'm gonna have to keep this another day. It's annoying having to try to fit it in the mailbox when it narrows at the end, because while it totally fits when it's at the opening, it doesn't fit in the very back. And so it's a little annoying, but overall, she's fine. So I would give her a C. I'm actually going to revisit the just bigger mailboxes that I gave an A earlier. Basically, there's a bunch of different brands. I think, well, okay, let me just start by saying I think this should be the new modern universal size for mailboxes, seeing as we have, as a society, have grown to rely a lot more on online shopping than we ever have before. The idea of having the old small mailboxes just don't quite work anymore. There's a few different brands for this. For some reason, the John Deere mailboxes are really, like, they're just fine. They're good quality. It doesn't even run like a Deere. It just is a mailbox. But then there's also the fancy mailboxes, the bigger fancy mailboxes that look nice. Those are nice. And they also actually, I think, offer more space than the bigger versions of like the OG ones. They look nice and they fit more stuff. So I enjoy them. Granted, they are a little heavy in terms of the actual door, but I guess if you're cool with that, then that's fine. I'd give it an A. But that's one thing though, is even though there are some bigger boxes that offer more space, there are some boxes that I don't think deserve an A. There's one that I swear, it's gonna get me tetanus one day if I'm not lucky. Basically, these ones are just all metal ones and they're all rusted, but I get my shot. So they're not bad. But again, when they start getting worse, you just fear for tetanus. So I'd give those a B. Or a B plus if you really like tetanus, but no. Alright, so the next one I'm going to do is one that I do not like for reasons. This mailbox, I don't know the name of them, just understand that they only have like a small opening for you to open up, put a few letters in, and then that's it. You can't put any packages in there. It's just letters, really. And here's the thing. I understand why people have these type of mailboxes, because it's to ward off any chance of anyone stealing their mail. So I get it. I understand why people get these. But as a mailman, it's kind of just annoying, because actually one day, this was a few days ago actually, okay, it was like this size, okay? I could not get it into this really small opening. And so I had to bring this in. I have to drive to their driveway because it's on a busy road and also it's a long driveway. So I had to go spend some time. And I'm also just, again, this is not the end of the world, obviously. This is just me complaining about my job. I had to go bring this, literally hand it to the person and be like, oh, here you go. And they were like, oh, thank you. Like, and I'm just like, it's this tiny. Anyways, that's the reason why I don't like those mailboxes, is because unless they leave the door open for you to give you access to the full mailbox, it's just really annoying having to deliver any small package. But again, it depends on the owner of the mailbox. If they only just get mail, then it's fine. I'll just give it a D, because again, I understand why people get these. They want to be safe with their mail, and I appreciate that. I think that's great. So another one that's not great, sorry, are the plastic narrow ones. I think it's like step 2 or 2-step. They have different sizes. This is actually the only brand one I know. So some of them are very awesome, again, where it's kind of like the flat box ones. There's some that are like the bigger box ones, but then there's some that are just super narrow for no reason at all. My whole issue with any bad mailbox is just the fact that I can't fit a package in there. But it's not bad. Honestly, I think in terms of the actual make of it, I think it's fine. I give that one a D. The other ones I would honestly give like B's or A's or whatever. But the narrow one is a D for me. But again, of course, it depends on the person. All right, so you may have noticed that there are no S tier ones yet. And I have been waiting patiently to reveal my very favorite type of mailboxes. It's not a type of brand per se. No, it's not a type of brand. But it's a type of mailbox. If you kind of... You'll see. So my favorite type is themed mailboxes. Oh yeah. For some reason, one of them you have to behead to open. I was laughing so hard when I had to first open this thing because, I mean, yeah, like how else would you open it? And I'm like, how do you, and then you just behead the thing and it's so funny. And then there's just the mailbox inside. It's great. It's so much fun. So yeah, there's other ones where you have to open up its mouth. As I was doing research for this video, I have found other great themed mailboxes. One of them, of course, being a dog mailbox. And I think it's so cute. I don't have a dog, but like I would love this. But I also think I'd probably get the fish one now that I think about it. Yeah, I'd probably get the fish one. There's this dolphin one, which technically, I mean, it's not like the mailbox itself, it's the thing that holds it, but I think that's really cool. The themed ones, the dog and fish one, and I guess the dolphin one, all get S tier because they're amazing. But there's a few themed ones that I'm just like, they're okay. There's a dog over there. Is he okay? Oh yeah, I see somebody. Okay, he's cool. But there's a few themed ones that I just think are just okay. So there's one, also pretty common around here, that is a barn looking one. Either it's their own house, which is kind of fun, or it's just some shed type looking thing. And they actually are pretty decent in terms of the actual space inside the mailbox. So I actually rank them pretty high as an A. Sometimes they don't give the best space, but they're barns, you know? It's fun, it's different. So I like them. So I gave them an A. But there's a few more themed ones that it's just not for me, personally. So again, around here, it's pretty rural. There's a lot of farmland and stuff. And so you get your typical tractors. I'm not a tractor person, but I can appreciate a good tractor. So I gave it a B. And then there's also, again, like I said, rural around here. And I will say, I was a little surprised when I first saw this mailbox. A literal shotgun shell mailbox. This is not their mailbox. This is just one I found on the internet. Just to let you know. I wasn't expecting this. And it also doesn't offer that much space, like the barn or the tractor. And so I don't know. I gave it a B still, because I was like, there's theming. I'm not really a big gun person, sorry. But, I mean, I literally just did a review on Willow, the TV show, so, and Legacies. You'd think I like guns? No. But yeah, they're okay. It's fine. It's a themed thing. But, again, dude. That fish one, especially the beheaded fish one, well, that's where it is. That's where it's at, I tell you. I think that's it. I think that's all the mailboxes I can cover. So now that we got that all out of the way, let's go to the final results. Alright, so there you have it. Those are the results. But okay. Why? We're recording. Come here. Come here. Yeah. So there you have it. Those are the results. But let's be real. If you like a certain type of mailbox and you're cool with whatever, the OG or whatever, then do that. That's fine. It all depends on you, really. Depending on how much you spend on online shopping, how much you maybe get mail. So I know this is a tier list and it's obviously my tier list, but really, it's all you. Do what you like. I don't really care at the end of the day. One thing I will say though, as a closing note, if you could clean your mailboxes out every now and then, that'd be great. But anyways, also this is my dad's cat. Anyways, I hope you liked this video, and I know it's a weird niche topic, but I really wanted to cover it just because it sounded kind of funny. And I also thought this ever since starting as a mailman. So thank you for enduring this, and hopefully too thinking it was kind of funny. Thank you for liking this, or I hope you liked it. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in whatever random topic video I'm doing next. Thanks.